I'm Ronnie Ward from the Ditmas section of the Flatbush neighborhood, Brooklyn, in the city of New York. Well, it's Thursday, the 20th day of February, 2025. Basically, 1 month since January 20th. At noon, the inauguration of Donald J. Trump as the 47th President of the United States of America. Not that he's any stranger to being president, since he was the 45th president, who was inaugurated on January 20th, 2016. Well, I live in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, the Ditmas section of the Flatbush neighborhood, Brooklyn, in the city of New York. Yeah, well, what is any place in the world without trusted, reliable, frequent, always there, always watching, keeping an eye out on all that's happening with a big staff, lots of reporters, lots of cameras, videos, writers, eyes everywhere in New York City. But an institution as old as Alexander Hamilton himself, the New York Post. Well, I, for one, am a New Yorker. September of 2019, and I've been here the entire time. Yeah, since then. Well, I remember what life used to be when I arrived in New York City to live here. Yeah, to do a graduate program. And I know what it with all the hustle and bustle there was. There sure was. Well, the MTA ridership, as reported then, was the highest it had ever been. Yes. New York was still humming in 2019. Yeah, it was. Well, here we go. Here's the New York Post right here. I don't quite understand this, but we'll see. Well, here we are. New York careers.support.com. I don't really understand that exactly, but careers.newyorkpost.com. You know what I'm going to say? I've been using the internet before we had access to the internet. Yeah. I say before we had access to the internet, meaning certain governmental offices or programs or, scientists or, people like that. Or research and development, how it got invented in the first place. Yeah, well, yeah, because I'm going to be 61 in March. Just a month from now, yeah, I'll be 61. So, like anybody, well, if you are 50 right now, then of course there's a lot you wouldn't know that I know, and maybe if you're older, you know a lot more. But yeah, so I could say this. I've noticed this lately, just because I noticed it, but I really don't understand how this works this way. No, not this right here. See, it says careers.newyorkpost.com. Yeah, the web address with everything ahead of the .com. It always used to be different. Oh, it definitely was different. It would be newyorkpost.com / and then go to other careers and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, it's still that way, and sort of, I think. But not at the New York Post. No, because they're right on the cutting edge of all technology. All the technology, well, they're the news, so they've got the inside track on the best, and, well, I'm glad that they do. Yeah, because there's a public record of what they've done and published from Alexander Hamilton to today. So it'll be interesting to do a deep dive into the whole evolution of the New York Post, from the humble beginnings of Alexander Hamilton to what they stand for today at the New York Post. Sure. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't know much about it. I only arrived in New York in September of 2019. And so for me, I have a specific date. Yes, Sunday, the 8th day of March 2020, 2000, sometime in the late evening, when I was sitting at a bar with a couple of friends of mine who were in the same graduate program, because we met here in New York because we didn't know one another. And my smartphone went off, and my two friends' smartphone went off at the same time. Text message, we played it, and we all had the same message. Yeah, from the president of our graduate program, just making an announcement that had been recorded. Yeah, about the fact that, the pandemic has caused the graduate program to, cancel classes. Yeah, classes were canceled for Monday. Yeah. Yeah, and spring break was coming up soon, so that worked out well. Yeah, it was, I guess, but I didn't have a spring break. No, I didn't. I'm not sure about anybody else or what the faculty or anybody else were doing, but no, I didn't, because I had to move out of my graduate housing. I sort of found out a little bit later, just by sometime in March or so. Yeah, I had just a couple of weeks or so, or to get out of my housing, my graduate housing that I paid to my graduate program. Yeah, like student housing. Yeah, I didn't pick an apartment. No, I lived in what was provided by the school. Yeah, they selected the housing, and they selected the place where I was, where my student housing was. And this complex was full of hundreds of people who are all students living in student housing. Yeah. So I just, pay my money to the school for student housing as a graduate student. Yeah, like many do. And so I had to go. I did. Well, worked out well for me. I was able to find a place right here in New York City, not far from where I was going to school. Yeah, because the couple, a husband and wife, who were also in the program, the husband was, not the wife, but, they were in the same program I was with these other three folks, Yeah, so I just gave him a call, ring, 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 hey, friend in the program, yeah. Well, I know you and your wife has this apartment here in New York, and, well, what's up with you? Oh, okay, oh, yeah, okay. Oh, they were going to stay in California because they have a home in California. Yeah, well, we're not going to come back. We don't know when, whatever. I said, well, hey, friend, who I just met in September, just met him in September. Could I sublet that apartment from you? Whatever, because I got to go. He knows too. I got to get out of here. My student housing. I got to be out in 2 weeks or whatever. I have no idea where I'm going. But I know this. I need to try to be right here in New York City if I can, because I don't know how it would go anywhere else. I don't have anywhere else to go, actually. I didn't. I'd already given up my apartment in Connecticut and uprooted my whole life to come here for this graduate program. So I couldn't go back there. No, that's the wrong direction for me. And in fact, anywhere else was the wrong direction, because I came here to be here for 3 years to get my graduate degree. And then, of course, I was going somewhere else after that. Who knows? To the moon and back, or around the world, whatever. Getting a graduate degree to further a career, make a career change. Well, that's what my friend was doing too. Well, and that's what my other three friends. Now they're in their early 20s, and so that's great for them. Yeah, their first graduate degree. And well, for me, it was maybe my second or third graduate degree. And well, the other gentleman, well, he had worked in industry his whole life and he'd done real well. So he had a career thing too, that he and his wife both made a decision to come here to New York. He could explore what he wanted to in this graduate program. She could do what she wanted to, and it was great. That's the wonderful thing about New York City. Variety is the spice of life. So, lo and behold, I had a place to go. I did. And I stayed at this apartment from March of 2020 all the way until October 15th of 2021. Yeah, I had a place to be the entire time. Good thing I did because, well, we had to be right back in school too. Like, yeah, I had to get out of student housing, but then jump right online right away and learn about Zoom and all these things. I'd never used Zoom or any of this stuff like that. Thank God, though. Thank God, or thank the gods or whatever. Yeah, come to find out, I looked through my things. What did I have? I had a camera, a high definition camera. So I remember, I'm glad I had one because several people I knew were like scrambling to find cameras because now you had to have a camera to function. Well, I guess it was on my list of things to buy to go to school. You know, you have lists, they make lists for people, kids going to school, what do I need, checklist of stuff, things like that. A ruler, pens, all those kinds of stuff. Well, I guess I had a high definition camera for my computer on my list, but I can tell you I never used one before. No, I never had, but I did have it. It was on my shopping list, I guess, of how to plan to go to school. Maybe I'd need it. I don't know. Something new and very different. I probably read somewhere about something. So I had it. Well, boy, that was better than some people. Well, they managed to. Yeah, I had an external camera. I didn't have to sit in front of my laptop with the camera in it or use my cell phone to do that. No, I had an external camera that would just hook up, and so that was great. Yeah, it was. Good thing for little checklists. But anyway, well, let's get back to the New York Post. Yeah, well, you know what? They're just right on the very bleeding edge or cutting edge of things. They are. So here we go. Well, here it is. Yeah, well, here it is. It says, please rotate your device. I don't know why I have to rotate my device, but here it is. I rotate my device. There it is. Pop up. There it is. I can see it fine there, but I rotate my device this way. Well, my device is set up to do this. It will do this, but just not at the New York Post. No, it won't. Well, here we go. I was going to show you. Yeah, watch. Here I am. Let's just go to YouTube. Here's YouTube. Well, here's YouTube right here. Yeah, see? It's in landscape. Right there it is. YouTube is. Yeah. Turn it this way. There it is. YouTube. This way. Or this way. Automatically. Well, this is BBC, actually. That's fine. It just was at my YouTube app. That's all. Well, here, let's just pick something else. Yeah, just, Oh, and look at this, too. Well, my whole phone. Well, here's my phone. This way. Wait a minute. Oh, well, here we are. Well, here we are in portrait. Yeah, turn it this way. Now the whole phone's in landscape. Well, my whole phone does that just automatically. So obviously it's not a problem with my phone or my browser or anything else. No, I don't know what kind of... I can't be too sure the technical difficulty